All right, so good day, everyone. Um, just like what I promised earlier, we weren't able to finish every problem that is in the module, so I'll just try to record it and send it to you soon, or upload it in YouTube. Okay. So and also I've stated that I will include in the recording as to how did the special right triangles ended up having a formula. So again, I mentioned that Pythagorean theorem plays an important role in in finding the in finding the solution or the formulas for that particular um patterns, no. So I'll try to write it here. What they mentioned one. How do I adjust the font for a moment? Maybe I can just have it na thicker again. So yeah, maybe this one. Okay, much better. All right, so Pythagorean theorem. Sakit ang please bear with my handwriting. Unstable akong kwan. So the sum of the squares of two legs of a right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse now. So we are going to use this concept in deriving the pattern or the formulas in finding the parts of special right triangle. So we start with the isosceles right triangle. What do I mean with isosceles? When you say isosceles, I isosceles isosceles right triangle. That's the one with the 45, 45, 90. Okay. 45, 45, 90 degrees. So, saan pasabot sa isosceles, meaning equal ang duha. So, oh my God. Maybe we can just try to equal yung duha. As much as possible, so, equal ni ang duha. Balik talaga. We'll use red. So, equal na siya. Ano na siya? Sinusuwat. Hindi ka masuwat eh. Hindi siya pasuwat. Basta, hindi siya pasuwat eh. Alright, basta na siya equal na. Ano siya. Basta equal na silang duha. This one's 45, this one's 40, this is 90. So, what ako? So, talaga ito din. Dili. So, kana. Let's try to derive. Di ba naman to dito nga. If this is, if that is 45, 45. Okay. I'll just erase that one. So if this is gone down, if this is the leg A, measurement of the ray is just times the square root of 2. So A square root of 2 na siya. Okay? Sakto ba? Wait. Yes. Times the square root of 2. So, of course, this is still A. So let's try to derive how did this come up. So Uh, let me erase that one. So let's say this is A and this is A as well. So this that's hypotenuse C, di ba? And using the Pythagorean theorem, it is now A square plus A square equal to C square, di ba? Ano man siya? Equal to C square. Hindi dito pasuwat. C square. Now, so since these two are just the same thing, we can add them together. Marabao sa algebra din siya. So, a square plus a square is just 2a square, di ba? Equal to c square, di ba? And then we can just, after that, since we are to solve for the hypotenuse, we need to take the square on both sides. And then we will get this now is c, and this is a squared of 2. So this is our hypotenuse. Ano siya ang pattern yun sa pag Also, kung baliktaran sabi mo, how do we find how do we find A? So on pag-find sa A, if this is C, A squared of 2 equal to C, if given ang C, then we can just manipulate the equation to solve for A, di ba? Ano, sagkali naman sa kapasuwat. Square root of 2. Sagot ano yun? Square root of 2. Come on. Ano ito, no? Magic. So, draw na ka diyan. Cancel lang siya. Cancel. So now you'll be left with A equal to C over square root of 2. Diba? Kung sa ang C divided by square root of 2. But you can actually simplify this. In most cases, ang basahin na niyang triangle 5, 45, 90, C will have a square root of 2. You can just cancel this one. But you can also rationalize this, but I'll just leave it as it is. Okay. That's for 45, 45, 90. What about, what about itong 30, 60, 90? So for the 30, 60, 90, ano saan siya? Right triangle. Special right triangle. How did we end up having that one? Here's the proof on that one. For a moment. Let's say we have here. For a moment. So if we have here another a right triangle with 30, 60, 90, zooming lang, zoom. And then we'll try to name this one using blue. So let's name these angles. This is 90, and this is 60 degrees. Okay, and this is triangle A, B, C. Let ABC a right triangle with angle B 60 degrees. So if dB daw, somewhere here, dB daw is drawn, excuse me, different color na siya. This is to prove the one. Sin mag-label mo. This is we'll just try to prove. How do I rotate this rather? Somewhere there. So the green one, uy, ito. Uy, wala lagi. Wala. Pasunod tayo. Flip lang pa, flip. Saan siya? Pag-click. May problem na. Excuse me. Okay. How do I click this one? Gaya. Let's just say nga, paano siya? Wala. Oh, God. Para ano ba? Safe. Okay. So, let's try to label this. If ano daw, if dB daw is drawn from here, dB, let's say 90 degree. Let's try to use this and separate. Say 90 degree. In such that DC is equal to BC and AD is drawn. Kani siya. Connecting side. Then BC na siya. AD is drawn. May AD degree. Then triangle ACB is congruent. Ano naman mo? Ay, dilagyan mo cooperate. Is congruent to triangle ACD. Okay. So, consequently, degree measure of angle D is 60 degrees. So, now we created and triangle ADB is equiangular and equilateral. So when you say equiangular, is equal ang angles, equal ang sides. Kani siya tulo. That means this is 60 po di ay. Okay, na 60 naman dali. Yeah, 60 by SCB. So that means sa kanina dari 60 po. So equal tanang angles, 60, 60, 180 mo na siya. Equal sa tanang side. Pero wala man tamatarong drawing. Sige lang. So this is 60 as well. And dB, since dB is equal to AD, equal to 2CB. Bakit? Tunga ba ito? Natunga ba ito? Kita ninyo. DB, no? Equal sa siya kay equilateral man. So, ang DB equal sa siya sa AD niya. Pila man ka CB. Tunga na tunga man eh. So, duha ka CB. Diba? So, by Pythagorean Theorem, by PT, we have AB square, no? AB, kaning side, equal to CB square plus AC square, and AB, take note, AB, okay, AB is equal to, pila na siya, DB, AD, and also AB are equal na silang tulo. Ka-equilateral man, ang kaning dako ba? So then, that is also equal to 2CB, diba? Square equal to CB square plus AC square. And take note that the square of 2 is 4. CB square plus AC square. Okay. And we try to move this one on the other side. So para CB minus 1. It's 4. CB square minus CB square equal to AC square. Pila na lang yung dali? 3 na lang. Tanawa, pareha man na ko. So, move tapos. That is now 3 CB square equal to AC square. Diba? So, we now solve for AC. We take the square root on both sides. Square sa dire. So, cancel na siya. Wala siyang baliw na to ha. AC equal to CB square root of 3. Diba? And yeah, you can have it that way. Diba? So, this is the hypotenuse. Okay? So, kabantay mo gani ha, twice pa, 2 times ang CB. Ang kanisa mo, dali. Mo na siya katong formula sa kuwan. Sa katong shorter leg niya, hypotenuse. Times 2 ra siya. Alright, so let's do taasag tayo mato sa. Let's go to the example na in the problem. So, problem number 1, Minyosa is 160 centimeter tall and stands 360 centimeter from the lamp post at night. So, let's say this is the lamp post, kanisya, and this is Miss Minyosa. So, it's her birthday, by the way. Next is ang kaning 360 distance niya from the lamp post. So, and then X is how tall is the lamp post. So we need to solve for that. This 90 here is her shadow, no, from the light. Diba kay hayag naman ni dari, no? Okay naman dari ang shadow sa lamp post. Kaning labaw dari dapita. Dari dapita hayag naman siya. So from here and to her, kung asa siya nagbarog, is 90 centimeter. So then we will now create a using similarity theorem. We now create similar triangles instead of so we will now create a proportion. No? So from that, 90 over 160, yeah, kang miss na height sa small na triangle equal daw to kaning ano siya, isang kaning triangle mas dakong side 450. over x. Take note ha, dili 360. Anong dili man 360? Because 360 there is not the side of a triangle. It's the side of a quadrilateral. The side of the triangle is this bigger one. So, ano siya? And this will do the cross multiplication now. Cross multiply, you will get 90x equal to 450 times 160, you get 72,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then we divide both sides by 90. You'll get how much? X is equal to 800, diba? Centimeters. So the long post is that is 800 centimeter high. Any questions? Let's proceed to the problem number 2. So in problem number 2, OS daw, OS is an altitude to the hypotenuse of TY over right triangle TOY. Not all the time given ang illustration ha. So you really have to understand. So mag-start mo sa triangle, right triangle, draw na ninyo, tapos magbuhat mo altitude to the hypotenuse. Okay? So dapat ang altitude mo great ginag right dali. So I think this is quite obvious naman unsa ang ma-apply diri no. The RTST, right triangle similarity theorem. Recall pa mo? So right triangle similarity theorem. This is where we're going to use the geometric mean, if you still remember. So if TS daw is 3 cm and SY is 27 cm, how long is this one? Kaning altitude. So asa man siya mean? Katong siyang first, katong nasa table, kanamdom mo, katong siyang nasa table. So saan siya pag-solve? So let OS be the, let X be the length. So we will try to make first in a ratio. No? First, let's use the kanang segments lang sa. So ang geometric mean ani diri kaning siya. So if we try to break that down, the smaller triangle. Wait. Para mas sabtan siya. If we try to break that down, this is what will happen na. And there's another right triangle na mas dako. I think basta similar. Right. So, and we'll break down the labels ha. So, para masabtan ninyo. So, mag-start to diri. We'll start with breaking, and we break it. Since dili man nato mag-use ang dako, so kanilang tang duha ka gagmay. Sige. I put an emphasis on the size of the one para dili kay siya gagmay relatively. So bahalag dili sila equal kanilang tang basihan. So let's try to identify the this is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So this is the smaller one, which part naman masuot na to si X? Is it here, here, or here? Ang X this time, it will be here na. Okay, diri na siya sa longer leg. This is the shorter one. And ang X there's a because it's still this one. Okay? And ang 3 centimeter, naman na lang itong pilian, dili na ang hypotenuse, direta. Smaller. And ang 27 is obviously diri. So mo na siyang similar triangle sila. Maka-create na tao. Diba may mo siyang this is T. So this is T, this is O, and this is S. So diri po, so may siya diri. O, and S, and Y. So if we are going to create a proportion there using the sides, later na ito ibutang niya lang. So what will happen is it will look like this now. 3 over r, so it will look like this. T S over na siya over x SO equal daw sa SO over S1. And then let's try to substitute their values. TS, how much is TS again? And this implies that TS is 3, SO is missing x equal to x, what's here? And SY is 27. Cross multiply lang. Cross multiply, you'll get x squared equal to 81. Or kung mag-label, 3 times 27. Square root, both sides. X is equal to plus or minus 8, 9. Pero we use usually the positive 1 man. Plus or minus ka na siya, usually. So, and then, OS is equal to 9 centimeter. That's it. We're done. So we write it. OS centimeter. Okay. Let's go to the third example of a similar triangle. So the ratio of the two sides of a similar triangle is 2:5. If the perimeter of the smaller triangle is 16, what is the perimeter of the bigger triangle? Let me say about that. For a moment, I don't know if you can see it here, but yeah, I'm checking. So let X be the perimeter of the bigger triangle. And since in similar triangles, the ratio of the corresponding sides of the triangles is equal to the ratio of their corresponding perimeters. So, balik to the so naman tayo theorem na corresponding ang ratio sa corresponding sides of similar triangles kay equal po sa ratio sa ilahang perimeter. We let X be the perimeter of the bigger triangle. So again, nasa inyong NCM na ang ratio sa sides of two similar triangle is equal daw sa ratio sa ilahang perimeter. So if this is our ratio 2:5, we can equate this into 16 over x, and then do the cross multiplication. You can get 2x equal to 80 and divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 40. So that means the perimeter of the bigger triangle is 40 centimeter. Right. Now let's proceed to examples involving right triangle, special or Pythagorean or special right triangle. So mas dali siya compared to mostly kay kanay magliin ang ladder, karena na cases, or staircase, and then so on. Basta create siya of 90 degrees towards some object. So solve the triangle shown below. So what is missing here? What's missing here? What's missing here is, I don't measure degree measure. Let me get back to the Alright, so what's missing here? Actually, dili naman siya. Wala na siya significance no. So ang depende diri is ang kanina side. So apply na to sa Pythagorean theorem. So a square plus b square equal to c square. So this is 8 square. Okay, a is common plus b square. Okay, missing ang b, dayon 10 square. And then b square is equal to 10 square minus 8 square. B square is equal to 100 minus 64. B square is equal to 36. And we know that the square root of 36 is pila? Equal to 6. Positive lang. We're talking about lengths, man. Lengths. So B is equal to 6. Therefore, B is equal to 6. Let's proceed to this one. Find the lengths of the other two sides of a right angle if the length of the hypotenuse is 8 and one of the angle is 30. So take note, automatic na siya. This is 90 and this is 60. Without drawing that one, makasabot na tanganan siya. And we are asked to solve N and S. So by using the formula, if you still remember, how do we get this, the shorter leg? Divide na siya 2, diba? Divide na siya 2. So, hypotenuse, wait. Ano yun? Saan pag-erase? Ay, N is equal to 8 over 2. N is equal to 4. Sakto ba? So N is equal to 4. What about this one? How do we solve for this one? If N is equal to 4, we can just multiply the square root of laman. I sure. So given that N is equal to 4, we can just multiply square root of 3. Yes. So automatic root. So to get S is equal to N times square root of 3. So S is equal to 4 square root of 3. That's it. We're done with example number 2. Let's check it here. If it's correct. Yeah. And lastly, sa isosceles problem solving. Okay. The length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle is find the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle if the two lengths of the other two sides are both 3 inches. So wala diri indirect na siyang statement kaning tao right triangle and ay two sides by equal sila og measurement. So this is still under special right triangle 45, 45, 90 or isosceles. So right triangle man sila. Okay. At the same time, equal ang duha, which is 3 diri, 3 sa diri. Pila daw di siya? So sa onto na siya, multiply raw square of 2. So that is let C as the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, spelling. So formula for C is equal to A squared of 2. So C is equal to 3 squared of 2. That's it. Therefore, the hypotenuse of a right triangle with both sides let's say check on grammar. Where with sides, measures. Sakto nga, sa yung grammar. With, balik ko sa iyong problem. All right, and with lengths of two sides. If two sides are there. 3 inches is 3 square root of 2 inches. That's it. I guess that's all. I'll just stop there. Thank you, everyone, and God bless. And here are the solution. Maybe I can send you this one, the link for this one.